Hi, friends. Let's talk about the Saturn retrograde that's going on from today, July. Well, no. Well, I'm on the East. Hello. I'm in Ireland. So, July 12th through November 27th ish. So, Saturn goes retrograde at 1 degrees of Aries. Neptune is already retrograded in Aries, but Saturn is going to retrograde back to 25 degrees of Pisces, which is interesting because 25 degrees is an Aries degree, honestly. So there is this idea of when Saturn, and we all know Saturn. If you don't know Saturn already, it gets a really bad rap. But as a Capricorn Sun and a Capricorn Venus, you have to learn how to work with the energy and just sometimes cry about sometimes how hard life is, honestly, and just keep moving on. So Saturn is the taskmaster of the planets. It is the daddy, they say, of the zodiac. It is the timekeeper. It is the disciplinarian. It is the one who puts obstacles and challenges in your path so you can build strong foundations, be better, grow up, mature. So it's hard work. Saturn is always going to be associated with hard work, right? And that's just the way it is. And Aries, it doesn't like being in Aries, but what it's doing in Aries is it's turning your impulsive drive and it's allowing you to see what ideas, impulses you have that you need to be disciplined about and committed to achieve, right? It's not this kind of like, I'm just going to do it and then leave it. If you really want it, you have to work for it. You have to be disciplined. You have to be committed. So that's where it is right now. So look at where Aries is in your chart, and I'll probably have something somewhere where Aries is starting and where it's going back to, according to your rising sign, like a picture somewhere, because I'm not going to do a card for each sign. It's just too much. But it's going to go back to Pisces. And we know Saturn in Pisces, if you talk to anybody that just finished their Saturn return in Pisces, it actually probably helps you to get clarity on your dreams, your imagination, the ways that you heal, the ways that you can flow through things. So for me, when Saturn is retrograding back into Pisces, it's allowing you to make sure those dreams that you have, those hopes, those wishes, that healing work that you were doing, is actually on brand for where you're at right now. So when Saturn goes back into Aries, it will work. It will be committed. It will be disciplined. It will be okay with the obstacles and the challenges that you need to overcome to get the things that you want. All right. It's so funny. Let's pull a card, and the card flipped over. The Two of Swords, there we go. The Two of Swords, which means intuitively, always for me, like there is a moon there. You're in the water. There is this idea, the sense that your intuition is telling you to do something, but you are sitting there and you're like, no, I don't know what to do. I don't know how to move. I don't know which paths to take. I don't know how to communicate the things. I don't know. And that could be true because Neptune and Saturn together can be very cloudy and very foggy and very unclear. So I would say during this retrograde, because I'm just going to take the Two of Swords, I'm not going to pull any other cards. Maybe I'll get bottom of the deck. Let's see. King of Wands at the bottom and a bunch of hair that comes out from my boho braids, whatever. King of Wands. So there is this idea of like you don't know how to be creative, you don't know how to invite in joy and pleasure to go after what you want. You're just very confused about how that can manifest itself. The idea of this retrograde is for you to get clarity, is for you to take some deep breaths, to come to a realization about the truth. It is about you leaving this not necessarily idealism, but this idea of like, I don't have to work for what I want. You do. Now you just need to choose what path you're going to go on. Okay? Okay, let me know how you want the Saturn retrograde to go for you. I'm just going to try to flow as easily as possible through this retrograde, going from my 9th to the 10th. So we'll see.